Hey yo, it's your boy Farrell. Hope you and yours are doing well as can be expected. During day 8 million of the global pandemic. I know it's not day 8 million, but sometimes it feels that way. So having these moments where the days just blend into each other, and I think it's Thursday, but I hope you and yours are doing as well as you can, mentally, emotionally, physically, right now during this pandemic. We haven't chatted in a while, have we? I mean, this is the first pandemic iPhone chat video in months. Just been busy, you know. The pandemic hasn't slowed down the work, hasn't slowed down the anti-racism work. It hasn't slowed down the white supremacy conversations. Hasn't slowed down the equity conversations. They keep going, you know. Same day, different shit. Just doing it from indoors. So I've been a little busy, but I've been sitting back and observing the utter insanity of this country we all live in. If you follow me on social media channels, and if you don't, why ain't you following me on social media channels? We be talking about some stuff on social media, y'all. You should be following. Uh, Watching the United States try to eat itself, basically, has been an interesting uh, part of this pandemic that I fully expected, but somehow was still disappointed, even though I fully expected. I was very disappointed in whiteness, but then again, I'm always disappointed with whiteness. So once again, same shit, different day, just in the middle of a pandemic. But that's not really what I want to chat about today. Um, what I want to chat about is I just got back this afternoon from getting my second dose of the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. Uh, so I'm a few hours out of having my full dosage of the vaccine. I was very privileged to work for an organization that does community health care services and support for homeless youth, and people with housing insecurity, and marginalized communities in general. And that put me in line to be able to get the vaccine way earlier than I would have in the typical packing order of all of this. And at first, I felt kind of bad about it, to be quite honest. Like, what the hell do I need the shot for? There are folks out there who need the shot more than I do. Um, but then I snapped myself out of that, because you know, the truth of the matter is ultimately we need to have as many people who can legitimately get the vaccine get it as much as possible. Um, as many people as possible. And so I picked my face up from feeling like, oh, this is some bullshit. Other people deserve it. And I decided to take this one. And I wanted to take this one because for me, getting this vaccine is supporting my community, supporting the black community, supporting the community I live in, supporting people not getting sick. The more of us that are able to get vaccinated, the more power we have to stop the infections, to slow down the infections, to mitigate the amount of dangerous infections that could hit our community, that have been wrecking our communities for months now, that have gotten us past 400,000 deaths in this country. Um, you don't do something like this for you. I didn't get this shot for me. I got this shot for my people and my community. And if you get the opportunity to get this shot, to get this vaccination, to get the doses, do not turn that opportunity down. I don't give a damn what you got to move in your schedule to make it happen. Do not turn the opportunity down to get vaccinated for coronavirus, this coronavirus strand, however you want to put it. Do not turn down the opportunity. Get the shots. Get the vaccine. I cannot stress that enough. You will be saving lives, including your own. But think about the ripple effect. You saving other lives will create because you made the decision to get this vaccination. Um, so yeah, I got the second shot. We'll see if I feel like crap by tomorrow morning because what I'm hearing is then what I've read up on is you don't feel great for a few days after you get it because basically you got a dose of the coronavirus of COVID-19 in your system um, to help you learn how to help your body be stronger in fighting it and being more immune to it. Um, so we'll see how I'm feeling over the next few days. But the reason I wanted to take this moment to record a video is because I got the shot. I got the vaccination. Um, but so many more black folks and brown folks and indigenous folks aren't getting it. Um, Truth of the matter is, if you've been following along with any of this, black, brown, indigenous folks have been hurt the most during this pandemic on so many levels, and that includes our lives and our fatality rates in the face of COVID 19. More black, brown, indigenous folks have died percentage wise than white folks in this country from COVID 19. Um, and there are so many stories I'm reading and seeing about white people skipping the line, um, white people flying across the country to go get a shot somewhere else, getting a shot on the Indian reservations, stepping in line and acting like they're a frontline worker, take a shot away from a frontline worker. And I want to take a moment to speak about that shit because come on, y'all. Like, anyone who knows me, and if you watched any of my videos, you've seen me talk anywhere, you follow me on social media, you know how I feel about whiteness. You you know exactly how the hell I feel about the trappings of whiteness and what whiteness can do and not have to pay for and not have to face any repercussions for. I mean, it's a shame that even during a pandemic that's taken people's lives, that whiteness somehow still finds a way to harm you on the other side of it. It's a shame that there are white folks out here wanting to skip the line in marginalized communities to take a shot from someone else because they think their life matters more than everyone else's lives. Um, that's hard for me as a human being, let alone a black man. That's hard for me as a person, and it's hard for me as just a human being because it's like, who hurt you? Who trained you to be this kind of hurtful person? What happened to you in your life as a white person where you feel the need to continuously find rebooted ways of harming everyone who isn't white? Like, think about it. Like, people are dying. People are dying from a disease that is ravaging communities who are not, who do not have the opportunities to sit back, stay at home, quarantine themselves and their families. We're talking about black, brown, indigenous folks. We're talking about communities of color. We're talking about marginalized communities that tend to be frontline workers, that tend to be the folks who are driving your buses and cleaning your buildings, because those are the opportunities that this society has created for the vast majority of us who are people of color, who are black, brown, indigenous. We're living in communities that have already been plundered by whiteness to not have the same opportunities for advancement financially, education wise, historically. It's you've already done so much as white people to harm everyone else. Could you at least let us get a damn shot? You know what I mean? Like, you have to stop us from getting the shot too. It's to the white people out there. I just have to ask: when you see these stories, when you see these tales about white people jumping the line and taking the shots and getting the vaccine and taking the vaccine from other communities because they can, How do you feel as a white person when you think about that? Like, that's what I wanna throw out there for the white people watching this, because I can't speak for the whole black contingency. But I definitely think that when I say this is some old bullshit, that a lot of black people will agree with me that this is some bullshit. Our community is one that has one of the lowest percentages of vaccination so far. And there are other factors involved, of course. There's the history of the way our black folks have been experimented on through medical technology and to create medical advances that benefit white people. Don't get me started on Henrietta Lacks. Don't get me started on the Tuskegee experiments. Countless others that I don't feel like talking about right now because they'll just make me really mad. Um, so there's already reluctance from the black community to feel like this is a thing that's safe for them and that's in the black community's best interest. But then to have white people take it from the black folks who are trying, and they have, and the history of us, the way we've treated brown and indigenous folks in this country when it comes to medical access and healthcare access in general, and then to have white people just come in and take a shot from those communities too. It's you harm us all the time, white people. You're even you're even harming us during the pandemic. Like the vast majority of y'all are anti-maskers. Let's be completely honest and transparent here. The vast majority of you are the anti-maskers and the anti-vaxxers who are destroying vials of the vaccine and trying to stop trucks from delivering it to communities that need it. It's what is it inside of you as white people, as white culture, as white society? What is the intangible thing inside of you that leads you to feel like you have to harm everyone to get your point and to get what you want? That everyone else has to be harmed. I just struggle with it sometimes because there's no excuse for it right now. We're all in the same boat. We're Some of us in a worse boat, of course. Like, let's not act like we're all in the same equal boat. Some of us got more holes in our raft that weren't put there by us than we'd like to have. But it's like, come on, white people. Like, y'all gotta check your white people on this one. Like, y'all have put so many lives in danger for 400 plus years in this country. And over the last 10, 12 months, you've put so many lives at risk. Look at the Capitol. Look at the assault on the Capitol from a few weeks back now. I mean, look at. I mean, we're currently in the middle of a second impeachment trial for the former president because he said a bunch of white people to try to break into the damn Capitol and steal an election that he lost. And some of those white people are never going to catch any repercussions for their actions. They get to once again harm others and not have to pay for it. The former president will likely have spent 4 years harming others and will not have to pay for it. What is it about white culture that is driven to harm? Please answer it for me. I would love to hear your answers because I have ideas on why this is what it is. But I'm always open to hearing what y'all think. Because when you sit there and you watch, if you're white and you're sitting there and you're watching other white people do these things, what's going through your head? Like, like I wonder what's going through your head at those given times. Because I know what's going through mine. Supreme disappointment and a supreme lack of surprise to go with that. Just like I'm not surprised y'all want to harm people and even harm each other because that's what you're doing right now by trying to harm everyone else. You're harming white people too. So I just shudder to think what it is inside of whiteness that is it the, that leads white people to want to harm everyone. Is it that colonialism? Is it that patriarchy? Like, please fill me in. I welcome your thoughts. In the meantime, please, 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 if you can get the vaccine sooner rather than later, take your opportunity to get the vaccine. Do what you can to protect everyone, including your family, your friends, the communities you are a part of. Do what you can to take care of everyone. It will make a massive difference, and it will allow all of us to get back to seeing each other in some capacity way sooner rather than later. So get the vaccine when you can. If it's your time, get it. Don't hesitate. For my black and brown indigenous folks out there, look, I got the vaccine. Um, I know that you're scared. I know that you got fear. I ain't gonna sit here and front like you don't have a reason for having fear. But please get the vaccine. This is one of those moments I'm just asking you, please. For your families, for your community, for yourselves, get the vaccine. I know you're scared. I know they be fucking with us. I know they be doing things to us all the time with medical technology and using us as guinea pigs. I know. I can't make that go away. I understand the trauma that comes with that. But I implore you, if you can, please get the vaccine. Do it for everyone else and yourself. Um, and for white people, yeah, y'all need to think about some shit. As usual, it seems like all of our conversations end me telling white people to think about some shit. I implore you to think about some shit. Think about the things I mentioned in this video. But for now, follow me on social media because I'll be documenting each day of this post-vaccine shot situation to see how I'm feeling, just so I can be transparent about the side effects, things of that nature. Um, but until next time, take care of yourselves and each other, and peace until we can see each other again, or preferably not video wise, that we can actually see each other face to face. Um, Take care of yourselves, take care of your families, your friends, your communities, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Peace.